Hello everyone, today I will be presenting my research proposal titled Social Media Algorithms and Political Information Exposure Among University Students. This presentation is based on my final research proposal, and I will briefly explain the background, research focus, and the methodology of my study. Social media has become one of the main ways people, especially young people, get political news. University students spend a lot of time on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. However, what we see on this platform is not random. Algorithms decide what kind of political content appears on our feeds. So this study looks at how these algorithms shape students' exposure to political information. Background of the study. In the past, political news mainly came from traditional media like TV, radio, and newspapers. But today, social media platforms play a much bigger role. These platforms use algorithms to personalize content based on users' behavior, such as likes, shares, and viewing history. As a result, political information is filtered before it reaches users, especially students. Problem statement. The main problem is that many students may not realize that algorithms influence the political content they see. They may keep seeing similar opinions again and again. This can limit exposure to different political views and reduce balanced understanding. So it is important to study how this algorithmic filtering affects students' political awareness. Research questions and objectives. The study focuses on four main questions. First, how do university students consume political news on social media? Second, what types of political content are most often recommended to them? Third, are students aware that algorithms shape what they see? And finally, how does this exposure influence their political understanding? Based on these questions, the objectives of this study are to examine students' social media usage habits, to identify the types of political content they are exposed to explore this awareness of algorithmic influence, and to analyze how this exposure affects their political views. Previous studies show that social media has become an important space for political communication. Researchers also argue that algorithms now act as gatekeepers by deciding which political issues are shown more often. This study is mainly guided by agenda setting theory and selective exposure theory, which help explain how algorithms influence what users see and repeatedly expose them to similar viewpoints. The study uses a mixed method approach, combining quantitative and qualitative methods. An online survey will be used to collect general data, which, while interviews will provide deeper insights. The target group is university students aged between 18 and 25, and convenience shape symboling is used for practical reasons. The main data collection method is an online questionnaire focusing on social media use, political content exposure, and awareness of algorithms. In addition, several semi-structured interviews will be conducted to understand students' personal experiences. While this approach provides both breadth and depth, it also has limitations such as self-reported data and limited generalizability. This study focuses on political content exposure on study media platforms and does not analyze technical algorithm systems. Participation is voluntary, and all responses are anonymous. In conclusion, social media algorithms play a significant role in shaping political information exposure among university students, often in ways they may not fully realize. And thank you for listening. That's all. Thank you.